Hey, this is Larry the K here, WJOB 1230 AM radio in Hammond, Indiana. I'm here with Ms. Pixie, ad director for GorillaTango.com, which is kind of a cosplay burlesque outfit, one of the more interesting booths we have here at Comic-Con. And with that, I'm going to let Ms. Pixie tell you, the viewing audience, what exactly Gorilla Tango is, what they do, and where you can see them.
So Gorilla Tango Burlesque, we do scripted burlesque parodies. So think like a musical, right? But instead of bursting into song, we burst into striptease. And our clothing bursts off. So that's what we do primarily.
Very nice, very nice. Now, when you say burlesque, is it burlesque in the traditional sense, leaving a little bit more to the imagination, or do we go full on?
It's absolutely burlesque in the traditional sense. What we do is very much what's referred to as classic burlesque in burlesque circles. So the most nude we get is pasties and a G-string, and we like it that way because it lets us get creative with the pasties, right? Nipples are just going to be nipples, but your pasties can be like Star Trek communicators, or they can be like Toad's hat. That's in our Super Mario show. That's what, or the Princess Peach, she wears the Invincibility Star pasties.
And what is the name of the, you mentioned Super Mario, one of my favorite games from childhood, and I'm sure it's going to be totally blown away right now. What is the name of the Super Mario Burlesque?
It's Boobs and Goombas, a Super Mario Burlesque. That was our first show. It opened in October of 2010. It ran here for a year and a half. But then we had to pack it up because we shipped it off to New Orleans, and it just opened last night in New Orleans. And
what are the returns from last night, the New Orleans show?
You know, I know they had a pretty full house there last night. Then of course, since it was just opening night, none of the reviews are out yet down there. But I assume that New Orleans will enjoy the boobies as much as Chicago did, and Chicago really enjoyed them.
Boobies are always good, and take it from me, I have two of them myself. So the burlesque show, you also do other titles such as Star Wars: A New Hope.
Yes, that's true. That's our Star Wars show. We have. I'm going to give you the whole rundown here.
Please do.
In the order they opened, we had Fellowship of the Boobs, which is the Lord of the Rings, World of Warcraft, Dungeons and Dragons role-playing game burlesque. That's coming back. It's closed right now, but it's coming back for a limited run, just 6 shows in September and October.
Now, I'm sorry, you said Fellowship of the Rings parody, Fellowship of the Boobs. Was there a Gollum character involved?
There is not the Gollum character involved. It's not a direct parody of Fellowship of the Rings, although you will see Frodo. You will see a, what do you call, ring wraith. There is a ring wraith in the show. But it's more similar to a Dungeons and Dragons campaign in that we have a dwarf, an elf, a warrior, and a mysterious fourth companion who are questing together for the icosahedron of destiny. And if you know what an icosahedron is, you are our target audience. Okay, and so they quest together, they have encounters. So that's very Dungeons and Dragons. There's a Murloc number. If you're a World of Warcraft, you'll know that. There's a werewolf number. There's a really hot number where the elf gets into a spider web. She gets captured. And so the whole thing is lit from behind. There's very sexy elf in spider web action. If you search Fellowship of the Boobs on the web, you'll find a video that has some shots from that. Okay, so after that, we opened A Nude Hope, a Star Wars burlesque.
Right, yeah, Nude Hope.
Then we opened, I might get them in the wrong order, but then we opened Temple of Boobs and Indiana Jones burlesque, and Boobs of Khan, a Star Trek burlesque.
And do we have the star from Boobs of Khan right here?
We have Khan. Here, come around, Diva.
Khan, why don't you come on around?
This is Diva La Vida, who has been, I think, in every show we have open, except for Power Rangers yet. Oh, sorry, not Power Rangers, Hooter Rangers. Don't sue us, Sabin. Okay, so she may end up in Hooter Rangers yet. We'll see. But Diva is one of our big megastars.
Indeed. And when Khan goes Kirk, what happens at that point?
There's actually a Kirk Khan number at the end of the show where they try to out-sexy each other and get into a very sexy fight that I enjoy very much. There's photos of that. If you go to the Facebook page for Gorilla Tango Burlesque, there's some really great photos from the Kirk Khan fight up there.
And where is your theater located?
We have our main theater, or our first theater, is in Bucktown in Chicago at Milwaukee and Western Avenue. So that's our Bucktown space, but we just opened in Skokie. We just opened at the Skokie Theater, which is our new theater, Holy Bouncing Boobies, a Batman burlesque. And I haven't told you yet about El Marichichi, a Robert Rodriguez burlesque.
Oh my.
Oh my, that one's not running right now, but that had a nice long run of like 3-4 months, I want to say. And we also have Super Boobs, a superhero burlesque adventure. And did I get all the titles? I think I got all of the ones. And then this fall, in October, we have Boobs of the Dead, a Walking Dead burlesque.
I saw the postcard, the promotional postcard for that.
Yeah, it's a glittery apocalypse.
See, it seems very interesting.
It's
very interesting indeed.
In this mythology, once you get bitten, you start to show signs of burlesquism. Like, you know, slowly you develop corsets and sequins and pasties. Right, and also crave human flesh. I mean, let's not get too far from traditional zombies.
Well, exactly. Now, with the Nude Hope, you told me earlier off camera that there was, how should we say, a feather dance involving Millennium Falcons?
Oh, a fan dance.
A fan dance, yeah.
That's a good example of how we will take a classic burlesque gimmick, like a fan dance or a balloon dance or a boa number, and we'll put our twist on it. So in a Nude Hope, the Millennium Falcon becomes a set of fans, and she does a traditional burlesque fan dance while making the Kessel Run. No, I'm just kidding. We know the Kessel Run doesn't happen in the movie. Don't kill me, nerds.
Well, that would be a nice little non-canon thing to do off to the side. A Kessel Run from one end of the stage to the other, maybe?
It's a very short Kessel Run. We have a kind of a small stage. You could make that in like 0.001 parsecs.
Well, that's good. So that is faster than Han ever did. Tell me, how many Bothan spies died for you to get some of the inspiration to do a Nude Hope?
That information is privileged.
Very nice. This has been Larry the K, WJOB 1230 AM in Hammond, WJOB1230.com. Finishing up here with Ms. Pixie from GorillaTango.com. Thank you, Ms. Pixie.
Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you at one of our shows.
That's nice.